I am the presidential candidate for ODM if ODM decides that it goes it alone.
Hii decision imekuwa put into the head of Oburu Ondinga by Ruto. Kwa meeting imekuwa in Kilgoris au watatu, so kuna Junet Mohamed, Gladys Wanga na sasa Oburu, so they met with Ruto na inasemekana kuna vitu kadhaa ziliongelewa. One ni kusilence watu wenye wanaonekana ni kama wanapiga kelele sana. We are talking about akina SIfuna and guys like that. SIfuna is the most vocal and I guess Babu. So wanatafuta njia ya kuneutralize hawa, and one of the ways of doing that is coming out and declaring I'm the one who is running, so that nobody will have any ideas in their head that they will run. And Oburu categorically said so.
If we are going it alone, I want to make it absolutely clear that our constitution already has a presidential candidate for our party. And that presidential candidate is clearly stated in the constitution of our party. And it is the party leader. And it is the party leader speaking. I am the presidential candidate for ODM if ODM decides that it goes it alone. So anybody who is preparing himself to go for presidential election in ODM, I think is misplaced. If they want to go for presidential candidacy, they should look for another party. But this particular party, the presidential candidate is already decided.
Maybe join another party if this
came the
doesn't work
pivot.
out.
Days after those reports, Oburu began floating a new line.
And those who are talking of one term or two term, that is not yet that is not our party policy. Our party policy is to work in unity, to strengthen our party, and work in this broad-based arrangement up to 2027, as was signed and agreed.
If you look at Oburu, his body language tells you he's not honest. He doesn't mean what he is saying. He's not even sure. He's not confident. You know, he's not even like Baba used to do it. He's the direct opposite of what Baba used to do. But now, this is not even the most sad part. The most sad part is that this is not the thing he was saying a few weeks earlier. I remember a few weeks earlier, he was saying, ODM will not field a candidate. We are going to support. We will support Ruto.
Your Excellency, this is a government which we did not form with you. We did not vote for you. And yet you have given us the permanent secretaries. You have given us the ministers. Your Excellency, I am sure when we consolidate this party of ours called ODM and we form the next government, you are going to give us more and more and more, because we shall be part of that government. We shall be part of the formation. So, Honorable Mbadi, don't say that it is enough what we have. What we shall get as president, that one is another time. But we want for now, when we fight for the elections together, we must know that we are part and parcel of each other, and we shall form the government together and get more and more if we become stronger and stronger and a bigger party.
When I hear things like this from politicians, it really angers me. Because when this guy is talking about we get more, we get cabinet secretaries, we get more, what is in it for the common man? What is in it for the guy who's cheering Inter? So because Oburu Ondinga gets a position, his sons gets position, his daughters gets positions, ODM figures like Inabadi gets position, people get positions. So what is it? What is in it for the common man? There is nothing. When they're saying we get more and more and more and more and more, he's not talking about the ordinary Kenyan. He's talking about himself and his friends and his cronies and everyone else around that leadership thing. And we are there cheering them on. I happen to come from the Mount Kenya region. Yes, there are so many cabinet secretaries from Mount Kenya region. But as a person, I don't know any of them personally. I cannot reach any of them. So why would I celebrate that Mount Kenya has has what number of cabinet secretaries. Why should I celebrate that? Why should you celebrate that your region is having so many cabinet secretaries? I think what we should celebrate is the changes and the development, the things that is done in our region. Genuine, authentic development, si ingine ya kufanya kitu kwa sababu kuna kitu natafuta kama ya sahi kunaweza fanywa vitu kadhaa.
Wanaenda mikutano ya siri kule Kilgoris. Unaweza ona mtu amekuibia simu. Ukisema mwizi, yeye anageuka anasema mwizi. Halafu wanaanza kukupiga. Kwa sababu tuliwamulika wanajaribu kunadi chama cha ODM kwa Ruto. Wanakuja wanatuambia sasa ati pia sisi tunataka kukuuzia chama. Mimi mmeniona wapi na Uhuru tukidance kwa podium vile watu wanadance na Ruto kila siku?
It's obvious to anyone. Mtu mwenye akili. It's obvious that ODM is being auctioned to Ruto. Na haijaanza sahi, ilianza hata Baba alikuwa hai. I don't know how these things would have played out if Baba lived to 2027. I don't know what would have happened. But ODM was being auctioned. Siri na SIfuna has always been on the other side, trying to fight for the ODM that used to be vocal, that used to fight for the rights of the people. But the most surprising thing, the guys that are selling ODM are claiming that other guys are selling ODM. Na hiyo ndio kitu nafanywa na kina Junet. They are selling ODM and they are claiming that SIfuna is selling ODM. I don't think SIfuna has the power to sell ODM. I think the most likely thing is that SIfuna will leave ODM. So why would Oburu want to run? Or why would Ruto want Oburu to run? Tumoja, Ruto understands the thing of divide and rule. So sahi, the Nyanza region, in as much as wako kwa two-term, based on what their leaders are saying, I am very sure that a majority of people, no, let me not call them majority, there's quite a good number of people who don't feel like they are boarding the two-term thing, because I think Ruto is the most unlikable president there has ever been. So there is kuna ile tu watu hawataki, ama pia kuna ile tu apathy, ama kuna ile tu kuna votes tu za hiyo region zitaenda kwa United Opposition, in as much as there is too much hatred, tribal hatred inafanya kazi Kenya sahi. So by having Oburu run, hizo votes zote zinaweza kuwa zinaingia kwa kikapu kimoja. Not that Oburu would win, he would not win, but zikiwa zimeingia kwa kikapu kimoja, it means those votes will not go into the direction that Ruto doesn't want them to go. Na unaweza imagine watu wa Nyanza, watu wa huko Kisii, hiyo area ya Kisii, wangalie Waluya, zikiweza kwenda kwa kikapu kingine isipokuwa kile United Opposition, then Ruto will have a very easy time. And like I said earlier, even if he wanted to rig, when there are more candidates, it's easier to rig. But when there are two, na differences ziko too evident, itakuwa ngumu kiasi. So, and this guy is a political genius. The game he is playing, anacheza game ya long term. Na tunaona vile ili play out pale Bere, mahali the introduction of another opposition candidate, a third candidate, hiyo ilifanya yule wa UDA apite haraka sana, hata kama hatujui kama alipita, but even if it was the rigging or whatever it was, it became very easy, because now the votes are divided, the gaps are very small, so you only need to do something very small to secure your position, and could be Ruto is playing this game.